Hello, happy Friday. I'm not sure why, but the Dr. Seuss poem, The Places You Will Go, it came to mind today as I was sitting out here in the park just enjoying life and chilling. I like when it says, I'm not gonna try to quote it because I don't want to quote it wrong, but I'm gonna do a reciting of that poem. Eventually, I put it on my page, but I just want you guys to know, just to stop and give you guys some motivation about the places you will go. I like to encourage people, let them know that your current situation or your current place in life is not your final destination, unless, of course, you clock out or you give up. There are so many places and things left, that things we haven't touched. Listen to me stuttering. I don't even know why I'm stuttering, but I'm just coming straight from the heart. I didn't plan it. I didn't recite it. I didn't know what I was going to say. I just turned the record button on because I was just sitting up here just thinking about the places we will go. The places I've been. I've been places I thought I would never go. And I know there's places I'm going to go that I want to go, God willing, and places I didn't even imagine going. I just know that you got to keep the faith and hope alive. Keep the faith and the hope alive. Oh my God, why am I stuttering like this? I'm in this little small country town that I love. I love the country, but I don't believe that's my final destination. I want to travel the world, experience different cultures and everything. And I won't just throw out there what my goals and plans are, because you got to guard your goals and your plans, or what exactly the directions or the goals, the career choices or business endeavors that you have in mind. You have to sometimes just grind and keep all that stuff a lid on it until you meet the right people, the right places, or the right time to share those ideals and those dreams with, because destiny stealers are out there, as well as destiny helpers. And I just want God to align me up with my destiny helpers, and whomever I'm supposed to help. I hope that God give me the wisdom, the knowledge, and the discernment to know who they are, to know what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. And the best way I'm doing it is like right now, like talking and putting it out there, letting everybody know that this too shall pass. Whatever you're going through, it gets greater. And I sit in the park a lot. Just so happen that a lot of kids are in the park because, that's what the people come play. But I want us all to know that we should heal our inner child. You know what I'm saying? Play. Get outside. Play in the dirt. Walk in the dirt. If you don't want to play in the dirt, because I don't play in the dirt. But walk in the dirt. Get grounded. Touch a tree. Touch a leaf. Plant a garden. I don't know what you do, but I just know that life and nature is where it's at. The trees. Just think about the years these trees have been in existence and how deep their roots go under the earth. I mean, solid like a rock. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I know that in this life, we're not meant to live here forever. We're not here for a long time. Some people say we're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time. I say we're here for a purpose. And let's try to make it long as we can. Let's don't cut ourselves short by doing stupid things and dangerous things and put ourselves in dangerous situations. But let's try to make it a good time. Let's try to make it a good time. Let's love, let's live. Put out that good in the universe. Put out the good. Oh my gosh. Now Whitney Houston come to my head. I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Y'all. Give them a sense of pride. to make it easier. Oh, if I could sing, I would. But y'all get the point. The children that are our legacies, our works. Whatever we put out in this universe is our legacies. Our name, whatever follows behind our name, is our legacies. Back in the days, in the older days, a person's word was their bond. They sealed deals with handshakes, not with contracts. So I don't know why I'm going that deep, but I'm just saying, let's let our name and our word mean something. You know, let it mean something. Yeah, I've learned to forgive and let go. Forgiving does not mean that you're going to let a person play in your face over and over and over. It doesn't mean that. It means, okay, I forgive you. I see how you are, who you are. God bless your heart, for you know not what you did. And God forgive me for allowing myself to put myself in that situation, thinking that I'm God, I guess. Thinking that I could change things that I could not change. And I want you guys to know, don't be guilty of what I was guilty of trying to change people and thinking that people will change when some people just don't want to change. Even myself, I myself at one point didn't even know I needed to change. I knew I wasn't perfect, but I was content, and I had some form of self-righteousness, I guess, because I was thinking I'm doing the best I can, and that's all you can do, and I'm comfortable. I just overlooked a lot of the things wrong that I was doing that my intuition was telling me to change and to do better. And let's not take grace and mercy for granted, because I was always saying, God forgive me. I was sinning y'all intentionally sometimes and saying, God forgive me. I don't mean like no big, self-righteousness again. But honestly, I don't mean like no big crimes, or no crimes and no intentional harm to people type of things. Just even the little things count, y'all. Even those little, what we call little white lies, or little sins. That anything, sin is sin, wrong is wrong. And the thing about it is, we're not perfect, and we're going to do some kind of wrong. And I don't want us to have that. I didn't want to step into my calling of because I was thinking, shoot, I ain't no preacher, I ain't no teacher, I ain't perfect like that. You might catch me singing, dancing. You might catch me drinking. You might catch me sometimes doing things that I'm not supposed to do, And then you might hold it against me, like, she can't preach, she can't teach, she can't do this, she can't, because we seen her doing this, we seen her doing that. Well, y'all, I've learned nobody's perfect. God judges our heart. And I'm not saying I'm going to outright just go out there and do something sinful and intentionally, because I'm not going to do that. That's never really, well, yeah, I did that. But it's never been my intention until I sat down and I thought and I reflect. When I went through that dark night of the soul, that shadow work, I was afraid of that shadow work. People were saying shadow work was practicing voodoo, hoodoo, whatever, I don't know, judo, I don't know. But sometimes life will throw you into that shadow. That's what happened to me. I didn't order that shadow work book when everybody was ordering that book, because I had heard that, it was some kind of whatever that I didn't want to dip and dive into. But it wasn't until I found myself living into that dark night of the soul type of situation, trying to fight myself, not fight myself, but trying to pray myself up out of that dark night of the soul arrow. Oh, y'all, it went dark, it went deep. I was alone, totally alone in a lot of my hardest battles of life. I don't blame anybody. I used to. I was mad at people. I was mad at the people I was close to, and I was like, they should have did something. They could have did something. They should have, would have, could have. But now I realize God didn't want them to, because God didn't want me to depend on people. God wanted me to depend on Him. And y'all, if you don't want to hear about God, okay, then you can go ahead and just go find another channel. Because right now, I have to say that it was God who brought me out of that dark night of the soul. Y'all, I think I've died multiple times. I think I've actually died multiple times and came back. I was so sick at one point, and sometimes, and there's things happen to me that I don't think I was supposed to be in here. I'm serious, y'all. But my faith and my hope and my love for humanity, in 2021 when I had C19 and pneumonia at the same time, and I just, man, y'all, I can't tell you other than God. It's God how I made it out of that. I fought to breathe, I fought to live, and I was like, God, okay, all right, if you ready, go ahead. I'm ready. But then I thought about my mother, my father. I thought about my family. More than anything, I thought about my mother and my father. I'm my mother's baby. And my father's only that we know of. Because, you know, sometimes babies, and I would like to have a brother or sister somewhere out there, has brother or sister on my dad's side. That would be nice. But if not, you know, it is what it is. But to my understanding, I'm my dad's only child. So I was thinking, who's going to take care of my parents if I don't? Who's going to do it? And then God was telling me, don't worry about that, he would. It'll happen. But I said, but God. My prayer was, but God. Nobody's going to do it better than me. Nobody's going to love on them better than me. If you're willing for me to live long enough to at least see my mother and my father through, please. At the time, I wasn't even thinking, honestly, I wasn't even thinking about my destiny, about my purpose, about my calling. I just want the love I had for my parents is what helped me fight through what I was going through. So we all have something that's important to us, something that's deep to us, something that's important to your children, your husband, your spouse, your own life, whatever it is. Whatever it is, we all have something, well, we should have something worth fighting for, worth living for. And so that's what I believe gave me the strength to not give up. To not give up, to say, this too shall pass. And I just start quoting that Bible. I don't care what nobody say. I start quoting those Bible verses, the 23rd Psalm, Psalms 91. If you don't know them, look them up, Google them on the phone. You know, it's so easy nowadays. Sometimes, I'm not going to lie, I don't want to open my Bible. I don't want to read the Bible. So I don't. Sometimes I just don't want to. Sometimes I want to. Let me tell you, when you're going through something, you open that Bible. When you're going through something, you'll study that Bible. I don't want to have to be forced for God to sit me down and have me to search for him. Ask and you shall find. Knocking and shall be open. Seeking you shall find. Y'all, I guess I'm a little occupied. I'm trying to talk and I'm worried about everybody watching. Let me hold this phone up. Even though you can't see them out here. But I shouldn't be worried about that. What I'm trying to say, not when you ask God, when you ask, you shall receive. Seeking, you shall find. Knocking, it shall be open. So I don't want you to have to go, anyone. I don't want nobody to have to go through what I had to go through for God to sit me down. And because I always have prayed. I never was not praying. Let's say that. I never was not praying. I always said a little sweet prayers, quick prayer, but I had backslid. When I say I backslid, I was telling myself, God, it takes too long. You know, God forgive me. God forgive me for thinking like that. But I was like, I got to do this myself. He's taking too long. And I just started living a life that was not pleasing to him. That was not pleasing to him. I was doing things, going places, being around people that I knew wasn't right for me. And because I wasn't in the streets, I was thinking, and I wasn't on drugs, and I wasn't doing no crimes. I was thinking that, oh, I'm good. At least I don't do that, and I don't do this. But when it's all over said and done with, the wrong that I was doing was still wrong. I was dating a guy who wasn't my husband. Dated a couple of married guys. Not intentionally. Was only one time I intentionally knew a guy was married, and, you know, long story short, separated. But married and separated is still married, you know what I'm saying? But guys will date you, women will date you and won't even tell you they're married. But yo, oh, low, God will show you. When you start going through stuff, you get to wonder, what I do? What's going on? That's when I say, wait a minute, something's going on. Something I'm doing wrong. So I started assessing everything that was going on in my life. What was I doing this bad? Who have I offended? What have I did wrong? And then God brought it to my attention. He was like, this man is married. This man is married. I'm like, but he said he ain't. God said, I'm telling you. In my mind, I have never heard the voice of God like audio voice. I mean, that intuition was telling me, that still small voice was telling me, this man got to be married. You need to figure this out, because intentional sin and unintentional sin, it don't matter, it's still sin, right? So I had to put that out there, because that's just something I want to take off my heart. And I don't care who judge it or who don't judge it, or how you feel, or how a person feel about it. That's my truth. That's my truth. And I asked God, and I asked the person that I was dating, I said, forgive me for being in a relationship with you and you got this going on. This is not right. I don't want this. God chastised me in many ways. And to the point I said, okay, God, I'm going to do it right. And so now I'm single. I'm single and I'm free. And I don't have to worry about if somebody cheating on me, or they lying to me, or they enemy of progress, or they secretly jealous, or they playing me, or, you know. I can focus on me now and the places that I want to go, which is back to the topic of the reason of the video. Oh, the places you will go. The places you will go when you focus on yourself and you focus on, that's a train, y'all. I guess I'm trying to talk over the train. That's why I started getting very loud. But this is a small town. It's as you know, the whole town, no matter pretty much where you are, there's going to be a track. So, yeah. Back to what I'm saying. I've lived in a city, and I love the city. I don't necessarily want to live in the city. If I do, not for long. You know, I'm willing to travel. I'm willing to do whatever go wherever God sends me. But country life is nice. It's a little bit too slow if you don't have your own family. You know, if you don't have your own, spouse or whatever, friends or whatever. It's a little bit too slow. It's a little bit too slow if you're not ready to retire. If you're not ready to sit down and chill and retire and marry or whatever, it's a little bit too slow. If you're single, you might not want to be in the country. If you're young, you definitely might not want to be in the country because of the opportunities, the lack of anyway, the limited amount of opportunities. So I was just sitting up here thinking about the places you will go, the places we will go, the places I will go in Jesus' name. So y'all, don't give up. Stay motivated. Know your worth. Stay focused. Play. Sometimes, y'all CEOs, higher ups, middle level, lower level employees, it don't matter who you are. Consumers, it don't matter who you are, where you are. Sometimes you got to step back and relax, chill, focus, and let that inner child come out. Yes, you have to play. Water is so much healing, y'all. Playing in the water. I mean, I was watching a YouTube video, one of my favorite YouTubers, and her baby and her spouse, they took the baby to a water park. It was so nice to see families together like that, and how they actively remind me of how my parents was with us when we were coming up. Actively got involved with our sports, and that'd be nice too. I'm watching these people up here play tennis. Actively, if you're healthy enough, actively get involved with your children's life. Actively get involved, because it's for their health, their mental health and physical health, as well as yours. If you're not physically able to do so, at least encourage those kids. Let them know that the sky is not the limit. I remember they used to tell us the sky is the limit. No, the sky is not the limit, y'all. The sky is not the limit. I flew for the first time May 2023. Yes, May 2023. I went to Canada. And I was so anxious and nervous about the flight. And I was, my first flight, I was actually out of the country. And I was nervous about it, excited about it. But y'all, I loved it. I loved it. I wanted a window seat. And I got to see that I'm not afraid of flying. And I got to say, that's when it came to me, the sky is not the limit. The sky is not the limit. Because mentally, I'm going to go to another video. But I'm going to go to another whole topic for another whole video. But mentally, we can do things out of space. Yeah, that's what I mean by the sky's not the limit. We can mentally take ourselves wherever we want to go. The places we will go. I'm going those places in Jesus' name because I've seen myself there. So if you can see it and you can believe it, you can achieve it. If you can see it and you can believe it, you can achieve it. So I just want to say one more time, oh, the places you will go, oh, the things you will do, oh, the people you will see. If you just don't give up on yourself. And you stay rooted and you stay grounded and you keep believing. People can take a lot of things from you. Even your freedom. They can take that. But you know what they cannot take? They cannot take your mind, your mental, your free space. They cannot take your desire to live. Oh, they cannot take that. They cannot take that. If you cover yourself. You cover yourself with prayer. Okay, so like I say, I'm going to stop because I'm about to go into another video. And I know not everybody's want to hear that type of stuff. But yes, y'all, remember that there's places you have to go. There's people you have to see. There's things you have to do. So you got to shake off that whatever. You got to shake it up. You got to fight for your life. You got to fight for your destiny. You got to fight just as hard for your destiny as the destiny stealers and swappers are fighting for it. You got to wake up at 12 o'clock in the night, in the morning, 12 o'clock, 3 a.m., 5 a.m. and pray when the witches and the warlocks are out there doing their magic spells and portions. You got to be on your knees. You got to be praying for yourself. You got to start calling your power back. You got to start asking God to cover you and protect you. Okay, y'all. Now I'm finna go because like I said, I'm about to go there and I didn't really want to go there. I just want to tell y'all got places to go, people to see, things to do. So shake it off. Get up, dress up, show up. The days you don't feel like doing it, just put one foot forward and go. The days that your body say, no, not today, then no, not today. No, not today. But you can't let your body tell you every day, no, not today. You're going to eventually tell your body, speak to your body, say, legs, feet, get up. We finna go. If it ain't nothing but outside and walk to the mailbox and back, I don't know what you're going to do. But you're finna get up. You're not going to sit down here and you're not going to do this. You got places to go, people to see, things to do. So y'all, happy Friday, and remember the places that, excuse me, hiccups. Remember that you have places to go. People to see, things to do. Happy Friday. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.